John Rambo thought he had finally found peace when he returned to his family home in Arizona to live with his niece and her grandmother. However, all that changed when his niece Gabrielle was kidnapped and killed by a Mexican drug cartel. Now John must tap into the soldier one more time to try to take down those who have harmed him. They drew first blood. He'll draw last blood. So, yeah, like I said, just saw Rambo Last Blood, and yeah, it's a Lionsgate film, so you're getting the video game clips instead of the normal, normal pictures and stuff like that. At least I added the cat pictures this time. Anyway, I also kind of ran out of decent Rambo video games to go through, so one of them is Contra. Anyway, so the film overall, it does some things right. Like, I do like that. I think a lot of it is meant to evoke First Blood, which is, even if you love the other movies, you have to admit, like, First Blood is probably the best film of the franchise. Like, the other ones each have their own kind of high points and low points, and they are enjoyable in their own way. But, you know, First Blood is the one where it's just felt like this kind of nice, cohesive story, and then the next ones, it's, yeah, exactly, it became, you know, John Rambo, you know, kills everyone, and he's able to take everyone down even though he just has like a knife, and yet somehow he still winds up shooting bullets. And there is a little bit of that in this too, but, you know, obviously one of the things is on the family farm, he has actually dug tunnels, and he has like this little metallurgy shop that he made up and down there, and he is taking medication in the first part of the film. He stops taking it after his niece is killed, but it is kind of this, yeah, so yeah, like he's, you know, he is getting better, but he still hasn't completely escaped, and you know, his niece in particular has brought his humanity back, and, you know, she's about to graduate from high school, and he even lets her and her friends come down into the tunnels, which he's never really done before. So again, you kind of get the idea that he's accepting that, you know, the world, yeah, he can live in the world now. And, you know, when she dies, and what happens is, Gabrielle is the daughter, I believe, of Rambo's sister. They say she's his niece, and then the mother is the grandmother, but the mother is Mexican, and her father is Mexican, so this is where it gets really kind of confusing. I mean, here's the thing. Technically, the character of John Rambo is supposed to be Native American. I mean, in the original novel, it's Rambo, R-A-M-B-O-W. Hollywood dropped the W. So, again, like, I don't know what nationality Stallone is supposed to be in this, but, you know, they're, like I said, her father is in Mexico. He's this deadbeat who ditched the family, who was a, you know, drunk who beat women and beat his wife, and she died of something, and he hightailed it out of there. He didn't kill her. It was something else, but yeah, and Gabrielle, the granddaughter, has been trying to find him, and she has a friend who had gone back to Mexico, and sends a message saying, "Hey, I found your father," and it's like, oh, okay, because she wants to know why it is he left. And basically it's all just a trick to lure her into a sex trafficking ring, and then when Rambo comes poking around looking for her, they realize who she is, and they forcibly overdose her on heroin. So yeah, it is grisly. It does not take the best view, does not take the best approach with the female characters in this film. Paz Vega is in this film as a journalist who kind of helps Rambo, guide him to where the cartels are known for hanging out, because the same thing happened to her sister. And as this is happening, you know, we get more of Rambo plotting the thing. Like I said, it is very evocative of First Blood, because you get him practicing more of the guerrilla warfare, setting the traps and the oh, I can't think of what it's called now. The wooden spikes that spring up into guys' chests, and nails come down. He's rigged up homemade explosives and stuff like that. So, you're getting more of that. You're not getting stuff that happened in like the last Rambo movie where he literally punches a guy's head off and shoots guys so many times that their bodies explode into tiny little splinters everywhere. So yeah, you're not getting quite. You get a little bit of that towards the end with the big climactic final battle. Yeah, spoilers. Rambo wins. The main lead. There are two brothers who are running the cartel. One carves this B scar into both John and Gabrielle's faces. And Rambo comes back and kills him by just chopping off his head and then dropping it out on the highway. That is probably one of the. There are like the deaths get kind of far-fetched in this. Like there's one where a guy literally gets hit so hard, like wedges are cut out of his face. Like even the audience started laughing during most of these deaths. Like they can't take them seriously anymore. It tried to be ground up, then also tried to be over the top, and it didn't quite work. One of the rare instances Rambo does get wounded in this. He gets shot about 3 times, and I think the ending of the film was meant to evoke the idea that Rambo's going to bleed to death because he sends the grandmother away. He says, "Look, go to your sisters. I'm just going to kind of go back to wandering around. There's nothing to keep me here anymore." Though really he knows that the cartel is coming and he needs to prepare for one final battle for everyone's for her safety. And he crawls up onto this chair, and you see, and it's kind of meant to imply that he bleeds to death. Like even the final credits is just this montage of the Rambo movies. But again, Stallone's also said he wants to do another one now, so who knows? Maybe it'll turn out that someone got to a hospital in time. I don't. But yeah, you could think of, for all intents and purposes, this is the final Rambo movie. But yeah, like I said, it's not bad. It's a little too briskly paced. It's 99 minutes. I mean, there's some decent character development. I wish there were more characters in this. That's the other problem. It's pretty minimal in terms of, like, you get the 2 drug cartel guys, you get Gabrielle, you get the grandmother, and then you get a few of her friends, and then they just sort of vanish throughout the rest of the film. Except the only one that really sticks around is the one that lures her into the sex trafficking ring. So, yeah, like, not a lot of characters. Paz Vega, too, I guess. But that, yeah, exactly, that's pretty streamlined down, and I think that just makes the movie move by a little too quickly. Like, I wish there had kind of been more. I don't know how to phrase this the right way, but exactly. Like, the fast parts are a little too fast, and the slow parts are a little too slow. There's kind of a, Rambo stalking this guy, and you just see, like, follow. It was like kind of, could you just get to him at this point? Like, anyway, it's not bad. It's not all that great, though. I am going to give Rambo a C+. Rambo Last Blood a C+.
Savages attacking!
Once we take this missile silo, we'll rule the world, General Warhawk.
We need Rambo!
Rambo, the force of freedom.
Here's a present, Havoc. Wow! Rambo, behind you! Warhawk! Rambo, my sword. Look out! You again!
Rambo, the force of freedom.
Get Rambo and General Warhawk with their battle-action weapons, each sold separately.
Okay, trailer time, and, well, nothing really new this time around. We did get one new trailer, but that was it. We got Queen and Slim again. At least this time I managed to recognize the trailer. Every time I saw that trailer, it's like, what is the name of this movie again? Oh, okay, now I know what it is. We got Joker again. We then got our one new trailer, Ford versus Ferrari. That's about Carroll Shelby being tasked by Henry Ford II to build a car to beat Ferrari at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. After that, we got Terminator Dark Fate again, Black and Blue again, and then Midway again. I know we had that. I don't remember if we had that last month, but I know we had it at least a couple months ago. Roland Emmerich's Midway movies. So, okay, the next video after this is going to be the random trade review on Outsiders Volume 1. I have the scans, I have the video, I have yet to record the audio. I had kind of a bad day today, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm fine, kind of fine now, but the cough got really bad at certain points, so I didn't feel like recording any audio. I do have some medicine. Hopefully this will actually work out. I don't know. Unfortunately, the next movie in line should be Abominable, but I cannot say for certain that that's going to happen, or if there might not be any movie reviews for a while, unfortunately. I don't want to get too far into it right now. Just the long and short of it is, if you know, I'm part of the AMC Stubs plan. That's kind of how I'm able to do the weekly movie reviews. It's not so much a payment problem or anything like that. It's the movies have not been playing at the AMC theater. The last 2 weeks, this one and Hustlers, I had to go to the Grand and spend, for lack of a better term, actual money rather than just use the Stubs membership. Because the Grand is not an AMC theater. The Grand, for all intents and purposes, is an independent theater. And it's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's just, maybe they opted to take a couple weeks off. I mean, I know it is still raking in a lot of money. I know, like, Hobbs and Shaw, I think The Lion King is still playing there. That's still been raking in a lot of money. So maybe they don't need to bring in a new film for a couple of weeks. But they had Downton Abbey playing there. They had Ad Astra playing there. But I had kind of already set my mind on, seeing Rambo. So, again, I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I've even tried to look to see if they had advanced tickets for Joker, and right now it's looking like Joker might not even be playing at the AMC. So, again, like, I'll try to elaborate on this more in a later video if I need to. But, like I said, right now some things are kind of up in the air. Hopefully it'll all shake out and work for it, but I cannot say for certain. I know a lot of people have subscribed in the last few weeks. I finally broke 100 subscribers. So yeah, again, if you come for the movie reviews, try to at least bear with me for a while, because they might not be coming at least for some time. Like, hopefully not. Hopefully things will work out, and this will just be a little warning, but I can't say for certain. Thanks for bearing with me on that. See you all next time. Hey guys, check out my Patreon and see how you can request a movie for me to review, even if it's some stinker like A Dog's Way Home or the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Also, if you like what you see, give the video a like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell.